Today I'm going to take you on a one-day adventure that loops out of Los Angeles and back that you can do yourself. It's got a dramatic storyline of the rise and the fall of a particular man who you have heard of before. Our story begins here in Silmar, California, where in 1913, 40,000 people gathered right here to watch William Mulholland go from an Irish immigrant ditch digger for the Department of Water and Power to Los Angeles's favorite son. How did he make that transformation? He solved the water crisis of this booming city by sucking water out of the Owens Valley with this California Aqueduct. With the city's water supply growing, they needed a place to stash it. So right here in San Francisquito Canyon, Mr. Mulholland built his opus. This thick, eerie forest here is growing where there was once over 200 feet of water. Here are the remains of the St. Francis Dam. March 12th, about 10:30 a.m., the dam keeper is doing an inspection and he notices a leak, about 20 gallons a second coming out. He calls up Mulholland, says we have a problem. Mulholland shows up, takes a look, says no problemo, and he goes home to Los Angeles. At 2.5 minutes to midnight, the St. Francis Dam catastrophically collapsed, sending a 140-foot, 23-meter wall of water down this canyon. After the dam keeper's cottage was demolished, Powerhouse number 2 got it next. Over 60 men died. Surprisingly, 3 survived. A lady let her son up the hill once she noticed a mist in the air and had a weird feeling. And one guy who got hit by the water climbed onto a floating roof and surfed it to safety. Now I'm driving down the Santa Clara River Valley, following the path the water took. At this point, it was a 50-foot wave, traveling just around 15 miles an hour. And by the time the water got to where I am, a radio operator picked up on the fact that something had happened, and she alerted 2 people who became known as sort of the Paul Reveres of the disaster. After Fillmore, this cute little town of Santa Paula was next in line for the water. Around 1:30 a.m., our telephone operator, Luis, alerts 2 police officers of the impending disaster, and they take their motorcycles and zigzag down the streets, warning residents to get to higher ground, undoubtedly saving countless lives. Today, these carefree beachgoers are probably oblivious to the fact that once, almost 500 bodies washed out to the ocean right here, about 5 hours and 30 minutes after the St. Francis Dam collapsed, making it California's second worst disaster. Not such a disaster for me, however, and it wouldn't be for you if you took this wonderful little loop one-day adventure. And to complete the cycle, just take this pretty drive down the coast back to Los Angeles. Hey, if you like these videos, you like learning about adventure and following along on my adventures, please subscribe to the channel so I can keep making them. Like and comment, and I'll do my best to get to it. Thanks for watching. I am Jonathan Legg.